So if you haven't seen it since the Swiss run, oh, we're starting already. And we have the normal start screen, and oh, it looks like we have a swordless seed, because that is the blue candle in the center of the screen on its own. So that is the wood sword cave in its normal location. The fact that there's just one candle in there also means that this is that there are no extra candles available. Not that that really makes that much of a difference in swordless, since they're going to get the blue candle from there anyway. And
okay, CCX, thank you very much. I do apologize for that, everybody. And
we have
blackout too.
as well.
Holy smoke! So hold on to your hats, folks. We're gonna be here for a while.
It's and it also looks like dungeons at their normal locations. We do have a Dark Nut dungeon at the normal level 3 location, so I would definitely guess that this is level 3.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that right now.
I'm not so sure if that is... No, that is not normal level 3 shapes. So we have shapes blackout.
Wow, so this is going to be really tough. So, and all right, we have a medium secret by JSR picked up. It is the normal 30 rupees. Drakhatos also picks up a 30 rupee secret. Now, notice one thing, that the messages are not the vanilla messages. So we're dealing with one of 3 types of hints here. It's either going to be all community hints, all helpful hints, or somewhere in between, CCX.
Yep, I was thinking that same thing when I saw those messages.
And yep, no extra candles, so you only have 2 choices in your bonus caves. The heart container has been picked up by Drakhatos, and there's a 30 rupee secret, another one for JSR, going to put them at 60 rupees. Now,
but it's not really much of an issue that there's no extra candles, because they got their candles from the wood sword cave.
That is correct. Look at the price of the candles. By the way, prices are shuffled there, but it looks like the items in each room are not shuffled. Those look like the normal items in that particular shop.
And yep, that's another dungeon at normal location.
All right, so based on what we've seen, this is first quest, or it's going to be mixed quest. I didn't see the... level 3. Was level 3 a normal level 3 look, or was that actually the cave? Did you see CCX?
I think it was the normal look, but I was kind of trying to take everything in. We'd just gotten started, and those first few seconds can be so hectic. But I think it is probably first quest.
Alright, so now we're going to check here, and the price of hearts, by the way, it is shuffled items. Those are shuffled items. So if this is a boomstick seed, CCX, if this is a boomstick seed, there's only going to be 1 boomstick shot. That's it, 1.
Yes. Now, yeah, actually, I would think it would have to be... Is it even possible for it to be mixed quest overworld with vanilla dungeon locations? I wouldn't think it is.
Look at that large. Hey, CCX.
Oh yeah, I saw it. 132 was it? No.
So secrets are shuffled indeed, because
secrets are shuffled. Yeah,
that is a huge large.
We thought otherwise at first, but no. It looks like the medium secret just happened to get randomized to its normal value.
Yes, indeed. 132 rupee large secret. So money should not be a factor for these players. That is absolutely tremendous. And if this is a boomstick seed, you would imagine that both these players are going to try their best to purchase that boomstick at the 200. It's going to be anywhere between 180 rupees and 220 rupees.
Yep, and we see the blue ring over in the forest.
Drakhatos finds that same large secret for 100 rupees, and we've just gotten confirmation we're talking 0 HP enemies, CCX.
Oh,
That'll help with
that makes it a little more generous, because with swordless, blackout, shapes, it has the potential to be a very long seed, and oh, now there's something nice.
I didn't see it.
JSR2 just picked up the ladder as the Armos item.
Ooh, that is a very nice find there. So that's going to mean he won't be ladder blocked anymore on these dungeons. And given that this is shapes, ladder blocks are very common in that. All right, so Drakhatos has found his way into... I didn't see which level he went into, but again, this is Blackout and this is Shapes.
I think he went back into 1. Not sure. Could be wrong.
JSR is going to make a play for the coast right here to see if there's anything good as the coastline. I'm going to purchase the bomb upgrade, and that's only going to give him the standard upgrade because that was not shuffled. The 100 rupees means he's going to get 4 bombs, and it's the normal heart container as the item on the coast. Going to pick that up, put him at 5 hearts. Now, here's something you may not know, CCX. Had the price of the bomb upgrade been shuffled in a Blackout seed, the bomb upgrade could have been up to 10 bombs extra.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I had seen Adirondack Rick do a practice seed the other day. He picked up a bomb upgrade, and he got an extra 10 bombs in his Blackout seed. And bombs are going to be precious because if you could, since it's 0 HP enemies, you can take care of Wizrobes in just 1 hit. So that's going to be nice.
Yeah, that is generous to have the 0 HP to at least mitigate the
JSR is going to find some bombs as the white sword item because remember, in a swordless seed, both the white sword and the magical sword are replaced by bombs. So bombs acting as the white sword is the white sword item. And Drakhatos just picked up the ladder himself, so now both of these players have the ladder. JSR is going to make a play for level 1. You're going to be looking for 2 items because this is going to be first quest. Because when it shapes, it is not going to be second quest dungeons. It's automatically going to be first quest dungeons. However, the enemies could still be second quest. You may see some super ropes, which in this case are not so super because, well, let's face it, when it's one hit, no 0 HP enemies, not gonna really matter. And of course, though, there could be those Stealthos that shoot those sword beams at you. They do the same amount of damage that a Lionel sword beam would do.
But I think we did see that we do not have the second quest enemies turned on because we did see some ropes and they were not flashing.
Well, that's a relief. All right, contestants, it's time to play everybody's favorite Hylian game show. Name that ink blot.
Microscope, maybe?
That's exactly what I was thinking, CCX. That looks exactly like
and
a
we've
microscope.
got another ink blot over on Drakhatos' side, and
looks like one of those launch sites for, rockets and such, and JSR is going to pick up a bomb upgrade. It's going to give him an extra 4 bombs.
Could be.
Again,
could also be like a water pump.
Yeah, that kind of looks like a water pump. I definitely agree with you. Now, if we were in Jay Miller's channel, the answer, of course, is cactus.
Well, it does also kind of look like a cactus.
Actually, it kind of does resemble a cactus. I do agree with you there, CCX. Now, back to the action right here. JSR is in level 1, and Drakhatos has just found a Triforce. It looks like, yes, it is. It is in the normal Triforce room in level 2.
That was level 2 he was in.
And by the way, Drakhatos picked up the bow. The bow is the item in level 2. That is an amazing pickup. That is huge.
I missed that.
I did too. But yeah, he picked it up. Remember, level 2's item is on the ground, and I believe he had to full clear the 4 Dragon Turret statue room if it's not shuffled, if the rooms are not shuffled. But I think they might be because it's shapes.
Ooh, and JSR2 spins a key to get into the room just north and finds another key, and oh, no boomstick. Oh. That has gotta be a killer, picking up the book like that.
Wow. So JSR just picked up the book there?
Yeah, as the floor item in level 1.
Ouch,
And he's
that's
gonna
a
go
tough
back
one.
in looking for the item in the normal item rooms in the under a
For that
staircase.
Yep, looking for the staircase here behind one of these staircases. There could be more than one staircase. Remember, this is shaped, so there's a chance, even though it looks connected to us, there is a chance there is multiple staircases.
There's a chance, but I think he's explored most of it, and it does not appear to be segmented.
Nice triple kill of the
And
stealth there with the bombs.
yeah.
He's found it.
There's a staircase, and
And wouldn't you know it, the wand to go with the book.
Wand and book in the same dungeon.
I've seen that one a few times already in this
Yeah, I saw it not that long ago.
So with the wand and the book equipped, what's going to happen is when he shoots that wand, when that wand makes contact with an enemy, it's going to burst into flames. So he's got to be careful that he doesn't get hit by the flames himself, or he could lose quite a bit of health with no ring at the moment.
Yes, and swordless, it's a particularly tough thing because a lot of enemies count on the wand's ability to act as their secondary white sword.
Indeed.
Gleox in particular, I think the only way you can kill him in swordless is by bopping him with the wand.
Yeah, you'd be right about that. So yeah, having the wand is a nice thing, but with the book, I think that might make it tougher. There's the shield for 87 rupees. We're not going to see a shield be purchased here. This is not a boomstick seed. JSR is going to try his luck against this Gleok here now. Unfortunately for Drakhatos, he takes a death at the Armor statues there where you normally buy the blue ring, so he'll have to start over. Currently, JSR is in level A, so he's going to be looking for 2 items, both behind staircases.
Level 8, yes. I was, figuring he had to be in either 5 or 8 based on the enemy set, but, yes, 8 makes sense to be in.
Correct. It's looking like that the enemy sets are not shuffled, so we're definitely going to be dealing with Wizrobes in level 9. Meanwhile, Drakhatos has made his way into level 1. Now, he's got to be careful that he doesn't accidentally pick up the book, which is the drop item in level 1. Of course, there's a very useful wand in the staircase, but he wants to take care that he does not pick up the book. The latter item on the coast was the normal heart container. Found the recorder.
Ooh, recorder, yes.
Big find because that is going to be required. You need it to get to level 7.
Indeed. So we're gonna have a lot of required items in this seed. Definitely the raft, definitely the recorder.
7, 8 times, no, because this is shapes. It cannot be a mixed underworld quest. It is got to be first quest. Drakhatos finds the Triforce in level 1, but he's looking for both of the items. He's going to, again, want to avoid the book if he can possibly help it, and he does want to pick up that wand that's going to really help him as a secondary weapon, being that this is a swordless seed. Of course, Drakhatos has to keep going back and forth in this room because you can only shoot that blue candle once per screen. He's getting the job done. He just has to clear out this area. And Drakhatos picks up the book himself, and he can't be happy about that. In fact, he just flashed an emote to confirm his disgust.
And he did have enough keys to go to that last room to the north. He's bombing everything. Because he does not have the map and does not realize that that room is a dead end. That the room beyond where the book was is the only way in was from that room he came from.
This potentially might be Zelda Randomizer history. I'm not 100% sure about this, CCX. This might be the first time that both players inadvertently picked up the book when it wasn't a boomstick seed. And Drakhatos is going to go ahead and pick up that Triforce in level 1.
He's probably going to go back in, hoping to find a way to find that second item.
Check this out, CCX. Gleok returns with the recorder. No kidding. We're in level 8 right now. Which does mean one of two things. This is either mixed hints or it's all helpful hints. It's one or the other.
Yes.
And the second item is going to be the red candle. JSR is going to go ahead and pick that up, and that is definitely a good pickup in
very,
Slaughterless.
Yeah. Very useful.
Red candle because you can fire it multiple times on the screen, which means you can take out many enemies with that candle instead of just having to use one again. But since you do have the magic wand, I mean, red candle is not as good at that time, but still, you're going to want to pick up that red candle. It's another secondary weapon to have.
Yes, the wand with book kind of invalidates it a little bit, but
either that or it's just old habit, because you're not accustomed to pick up the book in this game. It just happened to be right in front of them, and they both players, for those of you who just joined us, both players accidentally picked it up. JSR is done with level 8. There's the Triforce, so 2 levels down for JSR, 2 levels down for Drakhatos. Level 8 in the books for JSR. He will make another play. We'll see where he goes.
And Drakhatos is about to get that wand.
Yep, the second item in level 1, and probably wishes he would have found that wand first, but what are you going to do? That's all for level 1, both players, and now JSR is going to head for level 2, and he'll be happy to find that the item in level 2 is much better than the book. It's the bow. Guessing that given the path Drakhatos is taking, looks like he's going to head for level 3 next.
Makes sense. It's not a bad one to go to early.
Now, this is definitely not a second quest overworld, so that means, yep, and we see level 3 is the normal level 3 look, no cave. That means there's going to be 3 large secrets, and believe me, they're going to need the money. In first quest, there are a total of 14 secrets, as JSR picks up the Triforce in level 2. There are 14 secrets, 3 of them are large, 7 are medium, and 4 are small. But in the second quest, it's still 7 medium, but only 1 is large, 6 are small. Yep, and Drakhatos is going into level 3, and there's a segmented section. We'll see if it's of any use or not. Looks like an airplane with a wing chopped off and the propeller just got shot straight forward. That plane was definitely in a dogfight. Now JSR is going to head for level 5 next.
Yeah, I suppose that is a possibility for what that shape could be. I'm reading it differently, but
And Drakhatos is discovering rather quickly why people do not pick up the book. Those flames do not hurt the Pole's voices. You have to hit them directly with the beam in order to do damage on them.
Yes, chat. JSR did finish 2. I think he got the bow.
And the item in level 5 is Lord Banana himself, but because JSR's already got a ton of secondary weapons, not gonna pick it up. I didn't see JSR pick up the bow, and we're getting a different opinion on whether or not he picked up
chat's
the bow.
saying didn't. Well, they're saying his tracker does have the bow marked, so.
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, we should mark off the bow, but we won't know for sure until he pauses again or he scrolls through and selects his various options for weapons. Yep, he does have it. We now have it confirmed that his tracker does have the bow. So, yep, we can light up the bow for JSR. He did pick it up in level 2. Drakhatos is having a tough time here in level 3. This is one of those dungeons where you're in a maze, but of course, when this is blackout, all hands on deck because you may be having to make that snake-like route just to get to the Triforce.
Yes.
By the way, we now can confirm, I believe this is going to be mixed hints, because we saw Give Peace a Chance in that P-Hat room where an old man would be. So this is mixed hints.
Mixed hints.
Unless for some reason that's the bait block, but I don't think that's the bait block.
No, I don't think so.
Drakhatos is going to skip the Triforce. He is still looking for the item. He has not found the item yet in level 3, and it very well could be in that small section on the right. We will see, though. Ooh, and we have one of these second quest mechanics. Yes, that's something you normally see in the second quest. It's you leave your life, 1 heart, or your money, which in this case is 47 rupees. So that's been shuffled. Normally it's 50. But there are other factors that could be involved with the leave your money. It could also be leave your max bombs, or it could also be leave your keys as well. But this time it's just the normal choices. Drakhatos has found the transport staircase, which I would believe is going to take him to that right section, and maybe he will find the item there, and that's exactly where he is. So now, which way does he go? He's going to go to the south first. Not exactly sure what kind of room he's in right now. He's going to see if there's some kind of transport. He's taking care of these dark nuts. By the way, Drakhatos is playing as a dark nut sprite, so any dark nut that he spots is going to turn into Link, and that is the staircase.
The item,
power bracelet.
Power bracelet. So that's not really going to be an issue here because that's just going to be the any roads.
Correct. So, if you wanted the item, you did have to take that staircase, but as again, power bracelet is not going to be required because it's not required in the normal vanilla quest. Alright, so we still have level 4, 6, 7, and the 2 items in level 9 left to go. There's a decent chance we might have our normal fare in level 9, but we won't know for sure until we see the other levels. But it's starting to look that way, CCX.
Yeah. Ooh, looks like we're gonna get another map. Oh, no, wait. That JSR is in level 3, so that's the, airplane, as, you put it. I, of course, am just reading it as if those are Hebrew letters, because I can read Hebrew. So, to me, it just looks like Yud Lamed.
Now, the other 3 items that are still left, in addition to the red ring and the silver arrows, we still have the inferior model boomerang left, we still have the raft, and we still have the any key. Speaking of keys, JSR is in a good spot right now in terms of his resources. 6 keys and 11 bombs, but he's got to be careful. One more bop of those bunnies, and JSR will be a goner, but gets a clock. That's a nice find to get in a room full of Poles voices.
Yes, actually, it does look even more like Japanese lettering than, but I can't read Japanese, so to me it looks like Hebrew.
Of course, most speedrunners might be accustomed to seeing Japanese handwriting because a lot of the games that you might play, they're going to play the Japanese version because typically the text tends to be faster in those kind of games.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I can easily recognize Japanese, I just don't know what it means.
Also, Drakhatos went ahead.
I don't think the speedrunners really care what it means.
Right, because they're just trying to beat the game and get the world record.
Yeah, and the text is just getting in their way.
But meanwhile, Drakhatos did go ahead and purchase the wood arrow, so now he's got that in his inventory and is going to get another large secret where for 132 rupees, that's going to put him close to the 255. Oh, and JSR gets bopped in reverse C by that blue darknut before he could full clear the room. That's a tough one. The item in level 3 we had discovered was the power bracelet. Once we get closer to discovering where all the items are, I'll give a recap at that point.
Yes, looks like Drakhatos is headed towards level 8.
Yep, and he'll find the recorder and the red candle. He's definitely going to pick up the red candle. I gotta believe he's not going to pick up the... Or I'm sorry, strike that.
He's going to pick up the recorder.
Yeah, he'll pick up the recorder. But he's probably going to skip the red candle. But we'll see. He may pick it up.
Well, he isn't really any better equipped than JSR was when he picked it up. So,
did Drakhatos just go through a wall? Because that's a second quest mechanic right there if he did.
It does appear that way, doesn't it?
So that is one of the mechanics that's a separate flag, is that you can have walk-through walls. Now, there are 3 levels that are not going to have walk-through walls. Level 1, Level 3, and Level 7. Those 3 levels will not have walk-through walls. I don't know if that logic applies in shapes. I'm guessing it does. And Drakhatos finds a good old rupee boss that's going to nearly top his wallet, and by getting that blue rupee after clearing the rupee boss, is going to top out his wallet at 255. There's the recorder, not the recorder, but the compass. That's going to tell him where the Triforce is. That's poorly guarded by that dig dogger.
Clam Alpha, shape. When we refer to shapes, it means that the dungeons are not the way they normally are. They're weird shaped, like. If you look on JSR's stream, that's level 3 he's in, and it's kind of all over the place. There's 2 segments, and the larger one is probably pretty close to the size of normal level 3.
JSR finds the power bracelet in level 3, is going to go ahead and pick it up. It's going to be good transportation by taking those any roads, but nothing else. Again, power bracelet not required in the seed.
Yeah, the bomb upgrades were the standard amount. Someone have been asking about that just come in. Those, yeah, the standard 100 rupees, 4 bombs.
Alright, and Drakhatos finds the Gliok returns with the recorder, but unlike JSR, he has not found the item yet. He's not found that recorder. JSR has picked up the Triforce in level 3. That is his 5th Triforce piece, so he's got a fairly decent lead on Drakhatos right now. But as we saw the other night, in fact, I believe it was last night, no lead is safe in Blackout and Swordless. We had 2 big leads get wiped out just like that, so it is still anybody's game, believe it or not.
Oh, I didn't catch the end of the first one because I was calling the second one last night. I didn't realize that was a big comeback as well.
Both of them were double-digit comebacks. Yes. Yes.
I was calling the this second one, the 20-minute comeback by AA.
19 minutes and I think 19 seconds, I believe, was the comeback that Double A had, which makes it, I believe, the second biggest comeback in Zelda Randomizer history, behind the Zeb Gedney Unos race.
Yes, I remember that one as well. I didn't do any commentary in that tournament, but I had been watching all those races, and that's what made me decide to join up for this one.
JSR is going to pick up the large secret there. That's normally where it is in first quest. That's another 132 rupees on the board. He's going to head for level 7 now.
And we were busy talking about last night's races. JSR picked up the blue ring.
Did he? Yes, that's right. He did pick up the blue ring. He had the 255 rupees, and then he picked up the large secret, so he's got some money to play with.
To recharge after, because that blue ring was actually a few rupees above the standard 250. It was 253, so that brought him down to 2 rupees, and then he picked up the big secret. And that is not a very far off Triforce in level 7.
Well, we'll see. And there's that hint, step over the water to reach the book. And that's old news, old man. He's already got the book. He probably wants to shove the old man into the book after seeing that hint. On Death Mountain is an entrance to death. No kidding, Sherlock. We knew that one as well, because again, we're dealing with vanilla locations of each level, so any location hints are going to be useless to these players. JSR looks like he does not want to go for the, or maybe he does want to go for the item in level 7. He knows what he needs. He's still going to need to get the raft, which very well could be here in level 7.
Well, on the one hand, level 7 is pretty big. Actually, no, I think he would want to go and delve level 7, because, did we find the item?
We have not found the item yet in level 7, no.
We found every other... The only options are... Since 4 is raft block, the only options are 7 and 6, and in shapes...
Right.
6 is the bigger dungeon, plus it's Wizrobes.
Correct.
7 is not Wizrobes.
Aspects. Yeah, you're going to be wanting to look for it in level 7, and he's hoping it's 7.
If the options are 6 and 7... especially in shapes, you go to 7.
Correct, because 6 is going to be as big as level 7 normally is in shapes.
No, HCP, Drak did not get the ring yet. JSR has the ring.
Drakhatos did pick up the Triforce out of level 8.
Drakhatos just has a blue sprite.
Yes, that is correct. It's one of the many features in the Zelda randomizers. You can have a shuffled color sprite to begin with. So what may look like that the players are wearing a blue ring, they're actually not wearing a ring at all. And when they do pick up the blue ring, they might just turn green. And we have found the item, and JSR does not like it. It's the inferior model boomerang. Can you believe it? That means that we now know the raft is in level 6. It's going to be fun,
I didn't even see. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I had the, I accidentally was looking at the wrong thing. I was a little bit behind.
So now, if that is the case, CCX, and red ring and silver arrows are not shuffled out of level 9, then that means that the magical key is going to be the item in level 4.
Yeah, I'd say that it's, with what we've found, it is very likely that, we're also seeing that, Blackout Swordless does not always have to be the way it was last night.
Absolutely. When it's 0 HP, all bets are off, and the combat is still pretty darn easy as long as you can find a good weapon. Of course,
0 HP, and you still do have vanilla locations, so overworld navigation is easy.
This still could be a sub-hour seed.
Yeah.
Drakhatos finds Lord Banana in level 5. He's not going to pick it up. JSR had to have picked up the Triforce in level 7. That's 6 Triforce pieces he has. He's now going to be trying to get the Triforce and the raft out of level 6. Finds the compass, so he now knows where he needs to go to get to the Triforce, but he's got to find that all-important staircase, as Drakhatos has picked up the Triforce out of level 5. Drakhatos sees some hints, and he's going to purchase some hints. Goma creeps with the raft, so now Drakhatos has got the information. He now knows level 6 is going to have the raft. Old news about level 1 having the wand, and old news that level 2 has the bow. And look at this! JSR has found the raft in level 6, so this may not be as bad of a level 6 as we had hyped this up to be. So all he's got to do is hope that he finds a path to the Triforce, and given where he is right now, there's a pretty good chance he's going to find that path. Well, maybe he can bomb north. If not, there's another way potentially. He is not able to bomb to the north. He's going to try the other path and hope that there's a door and that it's not a magical staircase. And we do have a door to the right, so JSR is breathing a sigh of relief.
People are asking about the mechanics of Ganon killing in Swordless. Now, in a Swordless seed, the wooden sword will, if it's anyway randomized, the sword will be in the first old man room, the one that normally blocks you from going into 9 any further if you have fewer than 8 Triforces.
Correct.
If level 9 is full vanilla, normal rooms in their normal places, if nothing is shuffled about 9's layout, not just the shape, but the actual rooms, then the Patra right in front of Ganon's room will be guarding the wood sword.
Yeah, that is a good thing to know. So the odds are that the wood sword is going to be in the first room with the old man that's guarding it if you don't have the 8 Triforce pieces, but there is the off chance that it could be, as you said, in the patch room before Ganon. Drakhatos has found it.
That would require a lot of flags to all be set off.
Indeed, you are right. That's, like I said, it's an off chance to be sure. Drakhatos found the Triforce in level 7, and he is not going to go back, and it's going to be the right decision because he's going to find nothing of use in the inferior model. So that was a quick level 7 there for Drakhatos. That's his 5th Triforce piece. JSR has found the staircase, but unfortunately, no any key.
And he also picked up the 2nd bomb upgrade.
Yep, so he's now got 16 bombs as his maximum. That's a good purchase because, again, you have no boomstick, and having as many bombs as you possibly can in level 9 is really going to help him out. Now, the any key may not be as of a priority given that JSR, now he's down to 9 keys. He was at 10. It'd be nice if he finds it, but in his mind, I think he's in Triforce and Go mode. If he finds it, it's a bonus. Now that I think about it, I believe he has the Triforce out of 5 and 7 as well.
Yeah, they're saying the same thing.
Yep, so we've got that lit up. Drakhatos has 6 Triforce pieces, so he's actually made a game of it. Drakhatos does have to find the raft in level 6 again. JSR had very little trouble in level 6. In spite of it being a Wizrobe dungeon, it actually turned out to be pretty darn generous for JSR. We'll see if Drakhatos has the same good fortune. This is quite a big level 4, or at least quite a big segmented level 4 that JSR is in right now. Looks like he's going to head for the Triforce and get the heck out of here. All right, we're now 40 minutes into this race. I'm going to go ahead and give a recap of the items plus the speculation of the last 3 items. Level 1's items were the book and the wand. Level 2 had the bow. Level 3, the power bracelet. Level 4, we don't know for sure, but we believe it is the magical key. Level 5 was Lord Banana. Level 6, the raft. Level 7 had the inferior model. Level 8's items were the recorder and the red candle. We are speculating that the silver arrows and red ring are in level 9. Armo statue item was the ladder. Ladder item on a coast, the heart container. And the white sword item is bombs acting as the white sword. JSR is having a tough time getting to that Triforce in level 4. Not as linear as he thought it was going to be. And he's not able to bomb to the right with that bomb. Can he bomb to the south? Nope. Yeah, JSR is having a tough time here in level 2. It's not as easy as we all thought it would be.
Yeah, level 4 is providing a good challenge.
Yep, JSR has already tried that bomb spot, and we know he can't bomb to the south, which leads me to believe. Now he's going to go ahead and see if... Well, he's going to clear these Wizrobes first. Again, it's 0 HP, so they'll go down in one shot, but he's got to be careful. He's got 2.5 hearts. He does clear that room full of Wizrobes. He's got to find a different path, though. Drakhatos has indeed found the raft, so put it on the board. He can go into level 4 now. He just has to pick up the Triforce, and he'll be on his way. JSR has found the any key, and he did have 10 keys, but nothing wrong with picking that up. So now we can officially confirm that red ring, silver arrows are in level 9. JSR will not have to worry about being key blocked in level 9. Plus, he has a maximum capacity of 16 bombs. Gonna have to be very careful in this blue Wizrobe room. He gets through it. It's looking like potentially, though, it could be magical staircase to get to the room he needs to go. We will see, though. And JSR, unfortunately, takes a death before he's able to get through that diamond staircase. And Drakhatos just picked up the Triforce in level 6. Don't look now. Drakhatos is catching up and quick. If his level 4 turns out to be more efficient, he could take the lead.
Yeah. JSR decides to go back to the start screen, pick up some extra rupees. Wonder what he's up to.
I wonder what he's up to, too. Is he going to buy more bombs? Is he going to buy the bait? No, he's not going to buy the bait. Could he be looking for the letter, a potion shop? I don't know what he's looking for. Think he had to buy some arrows, maybe? Potentially he bought some arrows. There was a Goma block, evidently.
Yes. That's right. Someone in chat was saying that it seemed like it was Goma blocked.
So he's going to go into the normal blue ring shop, buy these wooden arrows, and now he'll make a play to level 4. Remember, Drakhatos already purchased the wood arrows, so he will be set. So again, purchasing those arrows early could give Drakhatos the lead going into level 9. Again, that's if he has an efficient level 4. JSR having now he gets the screen scroll done properly. He's going to go back into level 4. Hopefully those arrows will do the trick as Drakhatos picks up the second bomb upgrade. So now both of these players have a maximum capacity of 16 bombs. JSR misses on that shot with the gets it on the second try though with that Goma, so now he's able to proceed.
Drakhatos checks the passage staircase and decides, no, I don't wanna.
Not at this time. JSR is unfortunately finding that
bomb to the north after all.
Well, there's another thing. JSR may not realize second quest mechanics. I mean, I don't know if he has checked or not. I mean, if he has checked, I haven't seen it. But if he hasn't checked, he may want to start thinking about checking. So it looks like those arrows are not required. Drakhatos already knows this is second quest. And JSR just tried to bomb again down there, and he can't do it.
If it was the, if that was a pass-through wall there, and JSR did not realize it, this could be the comeback right here. It might not even take 9.
No. Level 4 might be the great equalizer in terms of JSR's chances of winning this match.
Yeah.
Again, we will see if that's even the case. I mean, Drakhatos already knows that second quest doors are a thing. The walk-through, pass-through doors, as you said. Yes. Drakhatos has found the any key himself, so now both players, neither one has to worry about keys at this point when they go into level 9.
And it definitely seemed like it took a lot less time for Drakhatos to find it than it took JSR.
Oh, no question about it. That was very fast finding the any key for Drakhatos. JSR makes quick work of those whiz robes in here, and he's trying to push for a second quest staircase there. He can't do it, though. Drakhatos just found the compass, and now he knows where he needs to go again. Both of these players don't know the exact path, but again, the advantage Drakhatos evidently has over JSR is, well, he's able to bomb there. We haven't seen this room. This is his last bomb, and he can't bomb. Can't bomb there. Wow.
Oh, but
maybe,
if we haven't seen that this room, then I wonder what happens if he goes to the east. That's another Goma.
Drakhatos found the way to the Triforce. He's found the way to the Triforce, and it was a walk-through room.
It was a walk-through.
And JSR is in big trouble.
That's what we were thinking. JSR, as far as we know, he does not realize that is on.
Yep, and JSR is just up an A because he's out of bombs. This is big trouble for our number 20 seed right here. It was looking like he was going to pull off the upset against Drakhatos, but not knowing the second quest mechanic of walk-through walls is looking like it very well may cost him. Of course, it depends on what kind of level 9 we see right here, but right now, JSR in big trouble. If he doesn't realize that second quest walls are a thing, the walk-through, pass-through walls, he won't even get to level 9. Drakhatos has made it at 49 minutes and 30 seconds to level 9. We'll find out where that wood sword is.
Oh, it'll be in that first room because it's shaped,
right.
so we know
Correct.
that that's enough randomization.
Yep, so with the wood sword, he can now, it's not another item for you to use for the combat. Plus, you don't have to use bombs on those Wizrobes anymore. So here is the situation. We're in level 9. If Ganon is required, or in his case, Princess Zelda, because Princess Zelda is the bad guy, and Ganon is going to be the one he's going to be rescuing since he's one of Ganon's minions, the Dark Nut, going to be looking for a shutter door room. If after full clearing that room, the shutter door does not open, that is where Ganon is, and Princess Zelda will be required. He will have to find the silver arrows that are somewhere in level 9. But if Zelda is not required, then Ganon could be in any kind of room, just an open door, maybe a locked door room, a bombable wall, maybe even a pass-through room, since it's a second quest mechanics. JSR taking a death in the NSU room in level 4, and he has got to be wondering, how do I get into that Triforce room? What am I doing wrong? Well, he's got to figure his options are dwindling. With 2 bombs, he's getting out of level 4, so every second JSR spends... Ooh, and he tries to get off, and the Tektites say, "Not today! Ho, ho, ho!"
And, to the person in chat who said that the money or life room should have been a tip-off, no, those are 2 separate flags.
That is correct, because we saw those in the first round of play.
Yes, that's right. The walkthrough walls wasn't even a flag that was on during the Swiss rounds, but the money or life was.
Yep, that's right. And he finds a double block room, but unfortunately the blocks do not push, so there are no silver arrows to be found here. Now, there are going to be 3 old men, or in his case, 3 of Ganon's minions, that are going to potentially have hints. But because this is mixed hints, there's a 50-50 chance that it's either going to be a good hint or just a community hint that's going to do absolutely no good. The 4 potential hints are...
Staircase room. Yep. Yes, you were saying the 4 potential hints.
Yep, there are 3 old men and 4 potential hints. The 4 potential hints are where Ganon is, where Zelda is, who is guarding the compass, and the silver arrows. Now, the silver arrows is going to be an absolute waste of a hint. Well, not necessarily. It is going to tell them the location. They know it's going to be in level 9. So the silver arrows would actually be a good hint in terms of the location of where they are. They wouldn't be a good hint if silver arrows were elsewhere. Unless, of course, they didn't have the silver arrows to begin with. That would be a good hint. So those are the 4 potential hints. 3 old men, 4 potential hints. Some of them might be communions. Stay tuned. Now remember, Drakhatos did not purchase the blue ring, so he's got to really be careful here. He's going to lose 4 hearts every time he gets hit by an orange Wizrobe beam, and the same amount of hearts he'll lose if he touches Princess Zelda. A Zelda hug, as I like to call it, in this particular case, instead of a Hyrule driver. JSR's back in level 4 again. He has got to be wondering what he's doing wrong. He knows he's bombed all these spots. They didn't produce a bomb hole. He's got to know it. If he doesn't know it, JSR is going to be sunk in this race. A Dark Wolf Insanity, it's a sprite shuffle. Whenever you play as one of Ganon's minions, instead of rescuing Princess Zelda, you're rescuing Ganon, and you are trying to destroy Princess Zelda. As in Drakhatos' case right here. Drakhatos trying to clear this blue Landmola room, no problem at all, using that wand. And it looks like he's found a diamond staircase. That's just a transport staircase. Drakhatos not taking it.
Oh, I didn't even notice him pick it up, but I saw in Drakhatos' screen scroll that he picked up the meat at some point.
Yeah, indeed. And JSR tried to walk through that particular wall and couldn't do it, and he tried to bomb it again, and he couldn't do it either. So now Yep, now he's starting to realize walk-through walls are a thing. He's trying them out. He should get to the Triforce shortly.
Yep.
Drakhatos does not find the silver arrows here. We don't even know if Ganon, or in his case, Zelda, is required. JSR passes through that room.
Yeah, he did not try that wall.
Yep, and I believe that's the wall he has to try. I did not see it.
He stopped checking walls.
Wow, so he checked walls and he stopped checking walls, and that's just more time he's losing. Speaking of going through walls, Drakhatos just passed through that wall, only to find 3 blue Wizrobes staring at him, but no problem at all. Again, talking 0 HP enemies and 0 HP bosses. Now, Ganon is a separate flag. He could be 0 HP, might be shuffled. Yep, and now he's going the wrong way again.
Yeah, he's heading further and further east.
This is a tough one. JSR had a good lead on Drakhatos. He might have had perhaps between a 5 and 10 minute lead going into level 9 and said he could be behind by 15 minutes, and that just may be too little too late. Again, we do not know if Zelda is required for Drakhatos. Again, we're looking for a shutter door that does not open. If it does not open, then we know Ganon is in there and he has to defeat Zelda. JSR is totally on the wrong part of the map. Speaking of maps, Drakhatos just found one. That's going to help him out on level 9, because that'll give him an idea of where he can and cannot potentially bomb.
Or walk through.
Correct. Because remember, in shapes, any gaps that are in the map, you can't go through, kind of like in, First Quest. Kidnap a waste in northwest of Skull. What a hint there by Drakhatos. Now he knows the general vicinity to where he needs to go to rescue Ganon. Finds it. Drakhatos is going to win and advance to the quarterfinals.
JSR2 is leaving for yet again to pick up more bombs.
And again, it's the wrong decision. He did not check the room, the T room, which is where you have to go to get the Triforce. He did not go through that walk-through wall. Drakhatos does not find Zelda or Ganon in that room. Goes through a walk-through room. That is not where Ganon is. I really was hoping, CCX, that Ganon was in a walk-through room. Man, still could be, but I really was hoping. Now, Drakhatos looks like he has found a block room, but I don't know if he has full cleared it yet.
Doesn't seem that way. That's the problem with these gels or
gels
or whatever they are.
Finds the diamond staircase. That's also a transport staircase.
Yeah.
No silver arrows, no red ring found either for Drakhatos. And speaking of finding things, he is greeted by a couple of these blue land molas, and you lose 2 hearts every time you get bopped by them, and they go really fast, the blue ones.
It's another diamond staircase. It's another passage.
Yep, I think he may have been here before, though. Now, there's this...
yes, that spiral.
Because now he's in a different part of the northwest section. This would not be part of the northwest section where he is right now. That is just a push right there. That's a push block room in order to get through the shutter doors. Drakhatos finds yet another transport staircase. I don't know if he's discovered all of them yet, but it's got to be pretty close for Drakhatos, and that's going to take him to the southwest portion of level 9, and this could be one of those troll staircases. Let's see. Can he bomb to the north? He cannot. It looks like it might be a dead end. His only way out is to the east, potentially. How about it? Can't walk through. Can bomb through, though.
And looks like JSR left the dungeon again. Just he just like hopped out of there.
Yep, indeed. So now he has a few more bombs, and again, he tried the mechanic of pushing through the walls. He's on the right track, but he skipped the one room he needed to go to in order to get to the Triforce. Now let's see if he tries again, and this time remembers the T room. Drakhatos is in the southwest part of level 9. This time some orange ammo is not as aggressive as those blue ones, but they still do take 2 hearts of damage if you get hit by them, so you still got to be careful. Remember, he does not have a ring. Red ring is still in place somewhere in level 9. Well, there's the bait block right there in level 9, and he's going to feed that Wizrobe the meat.
Oh, the beef was, it's not a bad thing to have.
Well, we'll see if we'll see if it was required, though. Maybe it's required to get the silver arrows. Who knows? I doubt it.
Doesn't seem likely. There were 2 other ways into that room.
Right.
Yeah.
So, by the looks of things, bait wasn't required. It was just there for, decoration, as they say. Well, here's an orange Wizrobe room that's got a single shutter door. Now, I don't know if he has checked that. I want to say he has checked that sector. I want to say he's checked that block. Yep, that shutter door opens, so I'm pretty sure Drakhatos has been there already. Drakhatos finds a Patra, no problem there. And he finds a staircase. That's a push block. Or maybe it was just a push block to the shutter.
Yeah, this mechanic is just... And
oh, no, it wasn't.
JSR is out again. Oh! That's why he left. He's done save, and every time he runs out of bombs, he's hitting retry.
Yep, that's the strategy that he's doing. That if he makes mistakes, that he's picking the wrong spots, he's going to do retry. And unfortunately, it's still going to be the wrong
spots. They're all the wrong spots to bomb.
Yep, JSR is just shooting himself in the foot, unfortunately. I mean, he is a really good player, folks, but the second quest mechanic, and again, it's something most of these players were probably not used to before they ran this tournament, and right now we're seeing the full effects of it in this race. It's given Drakhatos quite a big lead, but this level 9 is proven to be a doozy for Drakhatos, so I mean, JSR still has some time, but if he does not figure out the mechanic quickly that you can walk through walls, then Drakhatos is going to have all day to complete level 9, and he finds yet another transport staircase, and he's going to say nope to that. Ooh, a good clock pickup there by Drakhatos to freeze those Wizrobes in place. Again, neither item has been found by Drakhatos here in level 9. We're still looking for the silver arrows and potentially the red ring. Red ring is going to help him a lot because, again, he has no ring and he's going to lose 2 to 4 hearts depending on what kind of Wizrobes. He gets another clock in a Wizrobe room. Drakhatos running lucky right now.
And JSR decided to buy some more bombs. He's up to 12 bombs, and he hit save again. So he's got plenty of bombs to work with. And it's not going to help him.
It is not going to help him. You would be right. It's not going to help him.
This is definitely going to be a major breakdown. Did he just try to bomb the west wall on the far left of the map already? Or was there one column further to the left than that?
I don't know.
I feel like he was already on the far left and he tried to bomb left.
Drakhatos just knows what's guarding the compass. It's Patra. A Patra is guarding the compass, so if he finds a Patra, that could help him discover where Ganon is, because he knows where Zelda is, by the way. We're getting an indication he knows where Zelda is, but he does not know where Ganon is. That is not going to do it. That might automatically opens. Let's see what's behind here. Nope, just a bunch of Wizrobes. Patra guards the compass, so if he finds a Patra, it would behoove him to take care of it. He's going to try and... Nope. He thought maybe he could go down. And he's discovered quite a big chunk of the northwest section of level 9. There's not many rooms left. JSR just having a bunch of fits here in level 4. And you got to feel bad for him. He played this seed really, really well up until this point. Hey, look at this! Zelda not required. Drakhatos has found Ganon. He is the winner. He will be advancing to the quarterfinals. We'll get an official SRL time in a moment. But Drakhatos has made it. Zelda not required, and Drakhatos is, in fact, your champion for this particular match. He will move on to the quarterfinals. And let's take a look at the brackets here. He will be facing off against the winner of the Dragon Dark K-Mac race that'll be coming up later on this week. And it looks like we do have Drakhatos in the commentator's booth with us. Drakhatos, congratulations. You are moving on to the quarterfinals. Boy, what'd you think of that level 9?
Thank you, and level 9 was very unfriendly with all the blocks up to the west part.
And we are getting indication that JSR has indeed thrown the white flag, so he is done with this seed. The thing that helped you win this race, Drakhatos, was one simple thing: knowing second quest dungeon mechanics to walk through walls. JSR had a lead on you. He was probably up by at least 5 minutes, but he did not realize that you could walk through walls, and that was the only way you could get to the Triforce in level 4. And that one thing right there was what gave you the win.
Alright, I was already thinking that I highly screwed up because of the book of GG at the beginning, but well, the book won.
And if you want to know something, both you and JSR accidentally stumbled upon the book in level 1. You ended up both picking it up.
And looks like we've got JSR in the commentator's booth as well. JSR, what did you think of that seat?
The seed was fine. I made a huge mistake, and I did not until
after you quit.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, as you probably would have guessed, level 4, the only way to get to the Triforce was a walk-through wall. It's a second quest mechanic, and unfortunately, that's what did you in.
Yeah, I guess I was just all in first quest mode. I mean, all the enemies were first quest, and the items were first quest. I didn't know that was even a flag that could be shuffled.
Indeed, it is. Yeah, it's hard to tell because there was no second quest mechanics except for the leave your money or life, which is a separate flag, and then that flag where you can walk through walls in second quest, that's a separate flag compared to second quest enemies, second quest dungeon safes, and everything like that.
I should have known.
And I think we saw that in another dungeon, but it wasn't required.
No,
I think
it wasn't.
In level 8, was it? Drakhatos
yes, it was level 8. You are right.
Another wall, but it just got him to a place that you could have also gotten to via passage staircase.
Yep, that is correct. So that was the difference because JSR, you played this seat extremely well up until that point because you were on your way to level 9. It looked like you were going to probably have between a 5 and 10 minute lead on Drakhatos going into level 9, but it just wasn't meant to be. And if you were curious, Ganon was not required.
So which room had the push wall? Because I know I tried a couple, and
the T room.
Wasn't it the T room? NSU room down there?
Was it the NSU room? I actually didn't see it.
The T room was over there. I think it was the one. Was it the one just north of the Triforce itself?
Yeah, it should be. I think it was the Wizrobe room with the NSU layout.
It might have been the NSU room. I thought it was a T room, but again, when it's blackout, it's easy to get the rooms mixed up. So if that's the case, yeah, it was a tricky room. But yeah, the only way you could get into the Triforce room in level 4 is you had to find the walk-through wall. That was the only way. There was no other way to get into that room.
Well, I mean, something I should have known going into the race. I mean, I played the best I could, and I'm glad to have made it this far. And against a good opponent like Drakhatos, you can't make those kind of mistakes. I mean, against any opponent, really. But I definitely want to say GG Drakhatos, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. And want to thank everybody for all the behind-the-scenes work, and good luck to all the remaining contestants. It was a lot of fun, man. I really enjoyed being in the tournament, and just really enjoyed getting this far.
Yeah, thanks, JSR.
Indeed, congratulations on a good tournament for you. You were the last one to get in via the race-off, and you did have a win against Darkwing Dunk in the first round. So again, congratulations on a good tournament. Will we see you again if we do another one of these tournaments?
Yeah, I always enjoy these things, and the different mechanics of Rando. There's just it's such a robust way to play Zelda 1. It's so refreshing as a vanilla runner, different way without having to rely on, RNG and playing the same way every time. It's very refreshing, and I really enjoy these randos. And the next tournament, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'll be in it.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You were a lot of fun. You did a great job. Again, congratulations on your tournament. We will definitely see you again in the future, and have fun watching the rest of the tournament, and we will see you again.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
For Drakhatos, your next opponent is either going to be Dragon Dark or K-Mac. The winner of that race will play against you in the quarterfinals. So give us some insight of what you might have to face up against in your next match.
Well, the majority of the tournament is already a rough climb. I get into one strong opponent into another, and it doesn't stop. So whoever will be my opponent, it will be a hard match.
Yes, indeed. Both of them very good at the Zelda randomizer, indeed. So, yep, whoever you do have to face off against, it should be a good one. Again, congratulations, Drakhatos. You are moving to the quarterfinals. CCX, do you have any other questions for Drakhatos?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think, but for a blackout seed, this was actually pretty straightforward. It's a nice, quick seed.
Absolutely. I mean, 65 minutes is very fast for a blackout swordless seed. I mean, yes, you did have most of the things vanilla, but and shapes.
Sort of a shape.
Yes.
Seed.
Mm-hmm. That was a
I
very
was
good
hoping
race
to get something like that, because the more vanilla a seed is, the more issues I will have, because everyone who's speedrunning Zelda 1 is most likely better than me, and the more it is a mess, the better for me, and the seed was good for me.
Yes, that's right. You were the one who had been saying, I want the crazy seeds. Every time that these racers have been suffering through these really rough seeds, you've been like, I want a seed like this in my next race.
Well, we'll see. I wouldn't mind.
All right, well, we'll see what kind of seed we're going to have in store for you in your quarterfinal match. Again, congratulations on your victory tonight, and good luck to you the rest of the way, Drakhatos.
Thanks, and thanks to everyone who commentated and restreamed, and all the people behind the Zelda 1 randomizer community. You are all awesome.
All right, thank you very much for that. We appreciate that, and we will see you in the next race. Good luck to you.